Celine Dion is a Canadian singer, songwriter, and actress. She is one of the best-selling artists of all time, with sales of more than 200 million records worldwide. She has won 5 Grammy Awards, including Album of the Year and Record of the Year. She is also the recipient of the Academy Charles Cross Lifetime Achievement Award. Dion was born in Charlemagne, Quebec, Canada, the youngest of 14 children of Thérèse, née Tanguay, a homemaker, and Adhémar Dion, a butcher, both of French-Canadian descent. Dion was raised a Roman Catholic in a poverty-stricken, but, by her own account, happy home in Charlemagne. Music had always been a major part of the Dion family, and Dion herself was named after the song Celine, which French singer Hugues Offray had recorded 2 years before her birth. On August 13, 1973, at the age of 5, Dion made her first public appearance at her brother Michel's wedding, where she performed Christine Charbonneau's song Du fil de aiguilles et du coton. There, she also met René Angélil, who would become her husband and manager. Angélil publicly announced his intention to make her a star in 1980, when she was 12 years old. In 1981, he mortgaged his home to finance her first record, La Voix du Bon Dieu, which later became a local #1 hit and made her an instant star in Quebec. Her popularity spread to other parts of the world when she competed in the 1982 Yamaha World Popular Song Festival in Tokyo, where she won the musicians' vote for Best Performance and Best Song with Tellement J'ai d'amour pour toi. She released her first English-language album, Unison, in 1990. The album won the Juno Award for Album of the Year and went platinum in Canada and the United States, selling more than 3 million copies worldwide. Dion's music career began taking off in the early 1990s. She achieved worldwide fame with her 1993 album, The Color of My Love, which sold more than 10 million copies in the United States and over 30 million copies worldwide. The album's first single, The Power of Love, was a huge hit, reaching #1 in several countries, including the United States, Canada, and Australia. Other singles from the album included Think Twice, which was also a #1 hit in several countries, and Misled, which reached the top 10 in the United States and Canada. In 1996, Dion released her album, Falling Into You, which won the Grammy Award for Album of the Year and sold more than 30 million copies worldwide. The album's first single, Because You Loved Me, was a #1 hit in the United States, Canada, and Australia, and won the Grammy Award for Song of the Year. Other singles from the album included It's All Coming Back to Me Now, which was a #2 hit in the United States and a #1 hit in Canada, and All By Myself, which reached the top 5 in several countries, including the United States and Canada. Dion's next album, Let's Talk About Love, was released in 1997. The album sold more than 30 million copies worldwide and featured the #1 hit single My Heart Will Go On, which was written by James Horner and Will Jennings and won the Academy Award for Best Original Song. The album also featured the #1 hit singles, Be My Love and The Reason. In 1999, Dion released her album, All the Way. A Decade of Song, which was a greatest hits album that featured the new single, That's the Way It Is. The album also featured the #1 hit single I'm Your Angel, a duet with R. Kelly. Dion's next album, A New Day Has Come, was released in 2002. The album sold more than 3 million copies in the United States and over 8 million copies worldwide. The album's first single, A New Day Has Come, was a #1 hit in the United States and Canada. Other singles from the album included I Drove All Night and One Heart. Dion's album, Taking Chances, was released in 2007. The album sold more than 4 million copies worldwide and featured the singles Taking Chances, Eye of the Tiger, and Alone. In 2008, Dion was inducted into the Canadian Music Hall of Fame. In 2013, Dion released her album, Loved Me Back to Life. The album sold more than 1 million copies in the United States and over 3 million copies worldwide. The album's first single, Loved Me Back to Life, was a #1 hit in Canada and reached the top 10 in several other countries. Other singles from the album included Somebody Loves Somebody and Incredible. Dion's album Encore un soir was released in 2016. The album sold more than 1 million copies in France and over 2 million copies worldwide. The album's first single, Encore un soir, was a #1 hit in France and reached the top 10 in several other countries. Other singles from the album included S'il suffisait d'Adhémar and Pourquoi tu m'aimes encore. Dion's album, Courage, was released in 2019. The album's first single, Flying on My Own, was a #1 hit in Canada and reached the top 10 in several other countries. Other singles from the album included Lying Down and Imperfections.